Hey guys, so we've got a session today where we're doing for 65 plus, and for anyone else that needs really, really low impact. So we're going to get all the joints moving. You'll feel it, but we don't want to kind of smash the joints. We want to smash the body. We want to get everything working really well. So we're going to start with our hands. So we're going to alternate. So we want to kind of work the brain as well. So things we want to work is our strength and mobility. We want to make sure we can work all joints at all ranges, and we want to make sure working our balance really well. And the other thing as well is our intellectual kind of connection with our mind and our body. So instead of just opening and closing the hands, we're going to alternate, but even if you can, alternate individual fingers. So rather than just kind of alternating that way, alternate in almost a wave form with those hands. And go alternate one and then the other, one and then the other. So you should start to feel it in the hands and the forearms, and sometimes the coordination will go as well. But you can fix that with the tongue hanging out in a weird face. That'll kind of fix that. Stare at it long enough, it'll kind of do what it's meant to do as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close the fist and roll them around. So warming up all through the joints and the wrist there. So to heat them up is really good. To provide good circulation is really important. And change other way. Circulation just provides everything. Just that blood flow. Arms forward and back. Kind of takes away toxins, supplies really good nutrients for the bone, for the joint. So arms forward and back. So nice long range with them. And always keep it comfortable. So if you've got one side that's sore or less mobile or has like an impingement where it doesn't feel comfortable, just keep it comfortable. We can always increase it as we go. The more you do, the better you get at it. Don't try and kind of force it at all, and change other way. Just that patience is really important. So this warms up the elbow and the shoulder as well, a little bit through the rotator cuff, because we're going to start warming up the shoulders a little bit more, and backwards. So arms are going to stay straight. I'm just rolling those arms back. That's it. So nice big full circles, and change other way. So that whole joint gets a chance to really move. So you've got all of the back muscle, all the shoulder muscle, all the stuff through the traps and the chest, attaching to the arm, and across the front and across. And we want to warm it all up and get it moving. 3, 2, and 1. Fists together. We're going to be leaning forward slightly, just rolling those elbows forward as if you're drawing a big circle with them. Warming up in the shoulders a little bit more, and backwards. 3, 2, and 1. Nice twisting now. So the spine. So take your time. If you're not too steady on the feet, just keep it really nice. The twist nice and light. If you're finding it alright to get a good movement in, get a good movement in. Just whatever the body's up to doing, that's what we do. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. So hands on the hips. So we're coming from here, pushing our bum back, coming forward nice and deep, and then back the other way, and go down and back, down and back. So when we're going down, we'll lengthen out the hamstrings and the hips and the glutes, and then we'll come the other way, the abdominals and the hip flexors. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to hold on to something. We're going to start with knee lifts first. So the knee is going to lift up and down. Just getting all the kind of muscle and movement and everything going in that joint, in the hip joint, out to the side now. So lifting the knee towards where the shoulder would be, and down from there. 3, 2, 1, and change. So starting with that knee first. So the knee's coming up and down. And if you've got one knee that's just not up to it and it's got a bit of pain attached to the movement, just keep it short. It doesn't need to be light. Or it doesn't need to be high, sorry, it can stay light. 3, 2, and 1, out to the side. So nice and wide position. Knee coming up and back down. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Toes down, so the toes are going to be facing the floor, and just circling around with the ankle. So trying to get a kind of a full circumference as big as you can. That's it. So freeing up a little bit of the knee, a little bit of the hip, and a lot of the ankle. Change direction, same foot. Sometimes this is where you get it a little bit muddled up. Sometimes it's easy going around one way and hard going around the other. And change. Toes down, other side. Same again, circling round. So big circles. And change direction, other way. So we're going to start with our training with our legs. And then build up to the top from there. And same as like I'm saying all the way through. If anything's difficult, just ease off on it. Take a lighter option to an easier option. 2, 1, and done. So you're going to need a chair, and we're going to be sitting. So that's not the exercise. We're actually going to be moving as well. So we want to correct our posture first. Have a look at your feet. Make sure your feet are running straight and true, and same with the knees as well. So the knees are ever present in a straight, strong position. Posture straight. If you need to use your hands on your thighs, do so. So we're just going to be standing up and then coming back down. If you don't need them, just have your hands out the front. Okay, ready? And go. Just up and down. So your bum will just touch the seat. You'll take the weight off your legs and then you'll lift again. So I'm not going to count through because everyone's pace is going to be different. So don't worry about what the strongest side can do. We really want to balance up. So get a feel for what the weaker side can do if you have one, and look after it gently. Be kind of really kind to the side that needs it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand. One leg is going to be out, and we're just holding our balance from here. Just keep it nice and steady, nice and still. 2, 1, change. Other foot. Foot out, hold the posture beautifully. If you've got a bit of the wobbles on, let your body kind of do that until it finds its equilibrium. If you need to just tap that foot down every now and then just to hold that balance, do so. 3, 2, 1. Cool, so the option is to do what we're doing before with both feet on the floor. The other option is what I'm going to do. So you're going to have one foot on the floor and the other foot's not going to be touching. We're going to come up, stand, down, and change to the other leg. If that's going to be too hard, like we did at the start, both feet on the floor and coming up and down from here. So what we really want to do is create so all of the muscles. So we've got the big quads on the front there, we've got the hamstrings at the back. We've also got the loads of muscle going on, especially the abductors and adductors, the muscles on the inside and outside of the thighs. So 360 degrees here we want to have strong. Want all the stabilizer muscles that come into the knee really strong as well. That's why we're holding our knee in a really nice straight position. Our calves and our shins holding everything straight, and our foot being really well balanced to hold that. At kind of like the strongest bit should be the strength of the base of the pillar, and that is the base of the pillar. So we want to have everything flowing across from there. So if you don't feel comfortable enough doing singles, keep both legs on the ground and keep an eye on that movement to make sure everything runs straight. Okay, ready, steady, and go. Your choice out of those two. You can either do both feet on the floor or alternating one and then the other. Your hands will help as well, just with balance. As I'm coming up and down, I like to have my thighs, my knees together so I can feel the movement to make sure it's nice and straight and nice and clean, rather than my knee kind of wobbling and wavering out. I want to have it sound and straight. So I'm developing really good base strength. Nice. One more. And one foot up. So, two options again. You can hold like you did last time, or close your eyes. So closing your eyes and keeping that as steady as you can. With your eyes closed, it's way, way harder. You don't have that visual cue for balance. Sorry, if you haven't started already, start. So just holding that position. It's a whole different game when you've got the eyes closed. 3, 2, 1, and change. Open the eyes. So we've got that visual cue first, and close the eyes. Maintain that balance as best you can. So I already feel it on this foot. It's kind of doing a little bit more to try and be stable than my right. Keep as steady as you can without trying to force it and hold it and lock in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cool, so we're going to be sitting down. All we're going to do is leg extension. So we're going to straighten the leg out and bring it back down again. So what you're going to watch for is the knee. So we really want the knee and the toes in line. So we don't want a foot turned out in a weird way. Try and have it straight and perfect the whole time. And go. So just moving it as straight as you can. Have a look where your toe and your heel are, and they should be in line with the knee. And you should feel it throughout the quad, throughout the thigh, as it's lifting and dropping, lifting and dropping, lifting and dropping. That's it, and try and maintain a decent pace as well. So the pace is always a little bit quicker than what you find comfortable. So we want to test the muscle and build the muscle. We build our legs really well. Obviously it means we can have far more adventures. We can move a lot for a lot longer. 2, 1, change. Other side. That's it. So maintain that straightness in the foot and the heel and the knee, all in line, all the way down to the hip, and keep that position firing really well. Sometimes we've got habits that we've sunken into and we need to change them. So that's why it's a good idea just to watch, just to make sure you don't naturally just kick out to the side. And watch that pace and momentum as well, and watch for any wavering in the knee. We really want it perfect and clean. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one on the legs. So we're going to come onto our tippy toes. So we lift as high as we can onto our toes, off our heels, and then the same on the other side, dropping our toes down and lifting as high as we can. So you can do it this way, like I'm doing. So there's no alternating at all, they're going at the same time. Or you can alternate between the two. So one will lift and then the other. One will lift and then the other. If we're training, we might as well work our balance, we'll work our coordination, work our mental kind of communication within our body. The better we can keep those lines of communication open, the better we'll be for longer, is the theory. And the last thing we want is kind of our body breakdown. We want to keep it strong and agile for as long as we can. And just alternate, boom, boom, boom. So after this, all we're going to do is lifting the toes, and then all we're going to do is lifting the heels. But we'll try and do that pretty rapidly. 3, 2, 1, toes only, go down and up. Lift, 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 lift. So the shins are the forgotten muscle a lot of the time in our legs. They're really important for stabilization and using in unison and balance with calves. So keep lifting and pull, lift and pull. 3, 2, and 1. Heels now, just lifting those heels only. Lifting them until you feel the calves. So lifting them to the highest point and then down from there. Cool, keep going, keep going, keep going. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. So, upper body. So for our upper body, we're going to be making a fist only with one arm, and we're going to keep it as tight as we can. We're going to have two positions. We're going to start in this one here, and then we're going to have it in a straight position. So arm bent, I like to start with my strongest first, my right first, but it's up to you. Make a fist. When I say go, clench as tight as you can, only the fist, and go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, hard as you can, 3, 2, 1, change, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, change. Arms straight now, and go. 10, 9, you feel more arms used. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, change, go. 10, 9, hard. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So our last thing we're doing is the muscles, so our rhomboids, the muscles in between our shoulder blades, which keep our shoulder blades together, which keep our posture nice and straight. So if you watch from the side angle here, my arm remains straight the whole time and just peeling my shoulder blades together and lengthen out, peeling together and lengthen out. So it's not my arms doing the movement, it's only my shoulders and shoulder blades doing the movement. So from behind, It's that motion there. So pulling forward and back. Obviously this is one to do in the privacy of your own home. Looks like you're trying to bust out the worst dance move in the world when you do this. But the arms will be out, pulling in and back, in and back, in and back. So those muscles get a chance to be used. The ones that look after our posture. Keep our chest nice and high so we can breathe nice and clean. Also having good posture makes a big difference for our organ placement and our circulation within our body. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake them off. We've got one more of those. Ready? Arms out. And go. Pull and back. Pull and back. Keep the arms as long and as straight as you can. They're little thin muscles, so they get fatigued pretty quick and easy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Don't let the neck get strained. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're done. Well done. So all we want to do really is get the muscle firing and everything used to moving really, really well, and looking after those little bits that need looking after, testing the balance, testing our strength, testing our coordination, so our mental capacity increases, and enjoying it as well, and enjoying that movement. Beautiful, guys. Well done. Nice work. And we'll see you next time. Well done.